Can I speak to you a minute?
Remember how you had those 3 little pins placed in your pinky finger?
Sure, can't even tell they're there.
Next season, you won 20 games. A few seasons after that, the Cy Young Award.
I never thought of that.
Well, this season, we have something a little bigger in mind. Randy Johnson has the same model. It's just a little longer.
Fox Saturday Baseball premieres June 1st, 12:30 Eastern and Pacific.
Okay, beautiful. Got to call Joe Gavin about the budget. One more thing, thermal shields. Costing us way too much weight in the descent stage.
You know, I don't think we need shields.
All right, Frank. It's going to be 250 degrees in the sunlight and minus 250 in the shade, but we don't need thermal shields.
Sarcasm's really helpful, Jim. I just mean, maybe we can do the job with something other than the shielding that's been used before. It'll look kind of like that. Mylar film between layers of Kapton with an outer layer of nickel foil.
How thin is the Mylar?
1/8,000th of an inch.
Oh, wow. As long as it's good and sturdy.
We'll use a couple of dozen layers all around. More where we need it. The thrusters. It'll do the job, Tom.
Okay, well, we'll see how it goes in testing.
And where is it now?
I wrapped it as a gift. Within a gift. It's upstairs with the other gifts, I presume. A young attendant accepted it from me.
You just let one of the attendants take $1.5 million worth of diamonds off you like it was a blender?
Senator, please. I trust your security is adequate, and I prefer to draw as little attention to it as need be.
Of course, Dietrich, of course.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, honey.
Sheriff Bradford.
Hello, Benny.
Honey, you remember Herr Mueller, my friend from Geneva?
Hi, Mr. Mueller.
Miss Goodyear, so nice to see you again. Looking absolutely fetching as always.
Honey, Mr. Mueller brought a gift for Suzanne, but he forgot to put a card on it. Would you bring it down here so he can remedy the situation?
Sure, Daddy. Which one is it, Mr. Mueller?
Why, it would be the one without the card, dear.
Of course it is. I'll get it.
You have a remarkable memory, Mr. Mayo.
Objection, argumentative.
Sustained.
Mr. Mayo, how many customers have you had in your gun and pawn shop since it opened?
I don't know. I've been doing business for 15 years.
Okay. How many customers have you had since you allegedly sold the Smith & Wesson 38 to Mr. Dumas?
I don't know. I got people coming in and out of my shop all the time.
How then, Mr. Mayo, can you identify the defendant as the same person you sold one gun to nearly 9 months ago?
I can identify him because his name is on the ATF form in my book.
And are you positive that the defendant sitting here is the same person who came into your shop and filled out that form, yes or no?
No.
In fact, Mr. Mayo, you cannot positively identify the defendant as the same person who purchased that gun there, can you?
No.
I have no more questions for this witness.
There was a 5-centimeter ulcer over the lateral malleolus with purulent exudate.
So how did you evaluate her?
Well, her white blood count was 13,000. A gram stain of the wound drainage showed many white blood cells, gram-positive cocci in clusters, and gram-negative rods.
What therapy did you use?
We debrided the ulcer, and the patient was started on Floxin IV, 400 milligrams every 12 hours. On the second hospital day, the wound culture was reported to be growing Staph aureus and mixed gram-negative organisms, which were sensitive to the Floxin.
Piping hot or cool and creamy?
with toppings your taste buds never dreamed of. There are countless ways to add pizzazz to your pizza, and we hope you enjoyed seeing just a few of them. Thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you next time on All in Good Taste. In the incident you just saw, one employee reported a situation of sexual harassment against 2 other employees. Now, how you go about reporting incidents of sexual harassment is something that's outlined in your organization's policy on sexual harassment.
Next, we'll see different ways on how to report harassment to the right people and places. But before we get to that, remember this. Some people can handle matters of unwanted sexual behavior themselves without having to file a complaint.
And that means confronting the harasser, either in person, in writing, or with a phone call. Many of us are able and willing to deal with the harasser directly. It depends.
Though you never have to confront someone who's been sexually harassing you, the option is yours to consider.
Just take 2 comedies and call me in the morning. Storage tanks. What home would be complete without them? A funeral home? Would you be so kind as to tell me why I should put forth that kind of effort? I am on my way to the islands. Goddamn wig-wearing, city-fied son of a bitch.
And you are a rare gem, my dear.
But I'll be seeing you around. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to tell you. You always were my favorite customer. But I guess you already knew that, didn't you?